Hey everyone, welcome to 12 Inches Today. I'm super excited because we're going to be making some doll candy, so don't forget to subscribe down below, and with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So in this video, my goal was to make sure you didn't have to print anything out. I'm trying to move away from crafts like that, but the first idea is actually just to take literally a box of nerds, because they are small, and pretend it's a jumbo box. So first idea. But of course, you can also just print one out, a small one, even smaller than that, and make it. For the next idea, we're going to be using some kiss wrappers, but the first step is to eat them, so let me go do that. There we go. So basically, all the wrapper is a piece of tin foil and this little thing. So for this, you can also just use tin foil. So what I go ahead and do is I just cut this so that I can substitute some regular tin foil and I don't have to use as many kisses, although the kisses are a great benefit. And then all you're going to do is making sure that this somehow gets folded in, fold the tin foil around itself. Okay, and then after a little bit of maneuvering, you should get something that looks like this. Ta-da! So cute! And of course, you can also repeat this in other colors. I know there are some Halloween specialties. So for the next idea, it's just basically to take any kind of wrapper and just kind of form it into a shape of a little chocolate. And I don't use a specific wrapper, like you could even use gold foil if you have it. Yeah, so just make a very generic chocolate and it looks really great in the background. The next idea also requires a wrapper, so I'm just cutting my Tootsie Roll wrapper into a small rectangle and then taking a wooden skewer, cutting a small section. This is going to be the length of your Tootsie Roll. And then I wrap it and then just kind of twist the edges. Honestly, these are one of my favorites because you can still kind of see the lettering, so it makes it really cute. Ta-da! To make a jumbo Tootsie Roll, or if you want to rescale this for a larger doll, like an American Girl doll, you can also use a hot glue stick. Okay, so next I cut a small piece of a hot glue stick. This is to kind of like make a mint, I guess, and then I wrap it. This is actually an old gum wrapper because we love recycling. And I only use this clear candy or hot glue stick when I won't be able to see the candy, and then just twist the ends. That's pretty intuitive, but I really love using hot glue because it gives you a really nice round shape and you can cut the excess if you want. To make a rectangular candy, I basically cut and stack pieces of foam, and I only really do the colored ones when it's going to be in a clear wrapper because I don't really open the tin ones. But of course you can mix and match however you please. So like I said, I just glue them and then I trim to make sure the edges line up. And of course, because you're gluing the layers together, you can do multiple colors if you want, or you can make them thicker or thinner or however you would like. And then I'm just taking some cling film, cutting it. I struggle with cutting this. I have no idea why. These scissors aren't the best. And then basically just wrap it. Pretty simple. And I've also found that it's really helpful to actually hot glue the ends because I do struggle with trying to get them to stick. And then I just went ahead and trimmed them, and that's it. Okay, so then to make Smarties, I use a hole puncher so that they are uniform, and I punch out different colors of foam. This is not a good hole puncher. But hopefully yours is slightly better than mine. So I cut out a bunch of different colors and then stack and glue. Ta-da! Mine don't look like Smarties because they're not pastel-y, but whatever. Next, I take a miniature pack of Skittles and then very carefully open them so that I don't like rip through the label and eat the Skittles. And then pretty much I just fold over the edges and of both and then just glue them together. And I pretty much just go ahead on all the sides gluing the packaging together. As you can see, it's pretty intuitive. Just make sure to line it up as best you can, and of course if you want to make it bigger or smaller, just go ahead and fold more of it over. And then the bottom was a little too long, so then I just went ahead and trimmed that. So I left one side open, and then I pretty much started cutting up small pieces of hot glue because they're round, so that there would be something inside of the bag. And then when I was done with that, I just sealed it. Okay, if you do want to make Skittles, I didn't concern myself with this much, is pretty much just on a piece of parchment paper, make small dots with puffy paint. My puffy paint has completely dried out, and I guess I didn't really realize this, so I just kept squeezing and squeezing. Please don't do that. It does not work. So I could not, I don't know, I was really struggling. And of course you could also just make a hot glue dot with colored hot glue. Okay, so then to make something that resembles more of like toffee or candy, I stack and glue pieces of cardboard because they're brown. But of course, if you have brown foam, and you could probably also use like a piece of cork or a tiny piece of wood if you have one of those lying around for some reason. And then it's the same process as making the orange candy, and then simply twist and you're done. Okay, so next let's make some lollipops because I love lollipops. So cut a piece of a wooden dowel. The piece I use is kind of thick, to be perfectly honest, but it was the only thing that I had. So then just go ahead and you can wrap the random thing. I'm using just, again, an old gum wrapper on the end, but I find it a lot easier to just roll it into a ball, and then I make it larger to my desired size, and then I go ahead and glue this on. Oh, and I forgot to mention, for this kind, this is not the kind where you open. This is just where it's wrapped, and then I just take a fun wrapper and wrap it over the ball, just like to pretend that there was something inside of there. The next idea is not very Halloween themed, to be honest, but I still want to include it. It is another lollipop, and pretty much just take it, or cut, I guess, a small piece and then cut out any shape you desire. I'm going for hearts just because I'm going to save these for Valentine's Day, I think, but you know, it could be anything. Cut out 2 of them. And then go ahead and glue them back to back onto your skewer. And then just make sure it kind of wraps around, and then glue them together wherever you need hot glue. Try to line them up. In the end, I had to clean it up with my scissors, but there you have it. I think these are super cute too, although they're the wrong season. Okay, and that's the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check out some of these videos on screen. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye!